Good morning, Priyanta. Is Sir there?
He's at the bank, madam.
Sambat Online Banking. Convenient, easy, saves time. Sambat Bank. We present your future.
Hello there, very good afternoon. This is Lunchtime News coming to you live and direct from the Newsfirst Center here in Colombo. I'm Joel Outschool. Let's first start off with a look at the headline-making stories this afternoon. On our top story headline, shooting in Colombo during an election campaign. 245 persons arrested for violating election laws. Buddhist marks SLF Poya Day. Australian Deputy Prime Minister Warren Truss says that it is a significant development if the wreckage found off Madagascar belongs to Malaysian Airlines flight MH370. Let's now go into these stories in detail, starting off with some election-related news. The Office of the Police Media spokesperson says that shots have been fired at a group of political supporters engaged in election campaigning in Blue Mandal, Colombo. The Office of the Police Media spokesperson said that the shooting took place this morning. It said that 12 persons who were injured in the incident have been admitted to the National Hospital in Colombo. Director of the National Hospital, Dr. Anil Jarsinger, said that one of the admitted persons had died. With just days left for the general elections to commence, let's now take a look at some of the views expressed by political party leaders.
How is it possible for Mahinda Rajapaksa to become the Prime Minister? They have no picture of a Prime Minister. That slot is empty. That means there is no approval for that post. There will be collisions and they cannot move ahead. There will be an issue on stability. The decision lies in that. They promised a nutrition pack. Did they provide it? No. An allowance was promised, however it was only given for 2 months and then halted. This is good governance. They practice only revenge and nothing more. They were unable to fulfill any promise. All development projects, Gamanaguma and Maganaguma, have now come to a stop. We assure that as long as the JVP remains in politics, never again will we allow a national conflict or discrimination of caste or creed in the country to take place. The JVP will take all burden in securing the public of this country. Make a wise decision on the 17th and help affirm the secured victory on the 8th without being covered to parties and without voting for parties that destroyed this nation for the past 60 years, and do not be deceived by their false promises. As voters, use your vote wisely.
Well, with the general elections ever drawing close, election candidates made these remarks on the political stage. Let's have a listen.
I don't think that long stories are necessary for this election. There is one aspect that needs to be thought through. That is about your invaluable vote. You need to think about whether that vote should be cast for a family that is vying to govern the nation. It is living in the same house unmarried. It is like the country is now governed by an unmarried couple. They live together but scold each other. That is what Ranil and Maitri are doing. This is not an elections we will be heading into, already making up our minds that we will end up as opposition. This is what is going to lead us to form a government. We won the Central Colombo electorate of over 55,000. We should make that our victory by the 17th of August. Remember that development that was stalled with the death of Premadasa will recommence on the 17th of August. By travelling to this place from rural parts of the country, encountering many inconveniences, you have shown that Mahinda Rajapaksa will definitely become the Prime Minister by the 18th of next month. We will form a UPFA-led government, my dear friends. There were many signals that were sent out saying that the 19th Amendment will be defeated at the time it was tabled. At a time when the local government bodies and the Pradeshya Sabhas were about to be dissolved, Nimal Siripala said that they will not be allowed to be dissolved, citing that the local bodies consists of their party members. Our President also said that they will not be dissolved. They were adamant that provision will be given for Parliament to be dissolved without the 20th Amendment being passed when a decision was reached to dissolve Parliament after passing the 19th Amendment. Nimal Siripala has a short stature. None of the things he said or even dreamed of were ever made a reality. There are many possibilities of objections being made from various directions. Those impediments are levelled not by the ones who want to form a government, but by those who vie to become parliamentarians. So what do you think you and I need? We need to form a government. We need an SLFP-led government. We need a UPFA-led government. But some need to be in parliament to make their lives successful.
Still in local news this afternoon, another edition of the series of Sadham Yatra Dhamma sermons held on every Poli day took place today at the historical Kalababa Vijitapura Rajamahaviharaya. The event, which was held under the auspices of President Maithripala Sirisena, commenced with a sermon delivered by Venerable Professor Vijitapura Vijay Vilarathanathero under the instructions of President Maithripala Sirisena. On every full moon Poli day, a main Viharaya in the island is selected to conduct this Sadham Yatra Dhamma sermon. The aim of the program is to take the message of Buddhism to the villagers. The renovated Abhayagiri Stupa was reopened to faithful today. Director General of the Central Cultural Fund, Professor Prashant Gunawardhana, said that a sum of 5,500 million rupees was spent for the renovation activities of the Abhayagiri Stupa. History states that Abhayagiri Stupa was built by King Valagamba, who ruled the Anuradhapura kingdom in the 1st century AD, and is one of the 3 main stupas that were built in the Anuradhapura era. Two persons have been killed and 3 others, including 2 children, were critically injured in a motor accident that took place in close proximity to the Bandaramulla Viharaya in Mirissa on the Gaul Mathura main road. The accident was a result of a head-on collision between a truck and a car. Police said that the deceased were residents of Devinora, adding that the injured had been admitted to the Mathura hospital. Meanwhile, the Colombo National Book Exhibition is being held for the 4th consecutive day at the Colombo National Public Library. The book exhibition, which commenced on the 28th, will be held until the 3rd of next month. The public will be able to purchase books on various topics and subjects at a reduced rate. The exhibition is open for the public from 9 AM to 7 PM. Incidentally, News First is the media partner of the Colombo National Book Exhibition. Still in local news, a fire that erupted in a forest reserve in close proximity to the Norwood Castle Reservoir has been doused with the help of the police and area residents.
Police say that nearly an acre of the forest reserve had been destroyed as a result of the fire. Meanwhile, another fire had erupted at around 9 last night in the Beverly Estates in Beniaya. Our correspondent said that nearly 30 acres of the estate had been destroyed by the fire.
Meanwhile, 2 SUVs bearing the same registration number have been found in Dehwala.
The police media unit said that the vehicles were discovered in a house in Kaudana, Dehwala. According to police, 2 suspects have been arrested in connection to the discovery.
A motor vehicle caught fire near the 28-mile post on the Polonnaruwa-Batiklo main road at around 7:30 last evening. Officers attached to the Polonnaruwa Traffic Police Unit said that the cause of the fire was a technical malfunction. Police said that there were no casualties as a result of the fire, adding that the fire was doused by the fire department of the Thammankadwa Pradesh Sabha. that, we wrap up Lunchtime News. It was a pleasure having you with us. For the News team, I'm Joel Outskun. Have yourself a lovely day ahead.